it was held that public service requires in utmost integrity and discipline. Their conduct must at all times be above suspicion. In this case, Your Honors, public officers and employees must uphold the high ethical standards as provided for by law, even if you are a close ally of the President. No exceptions, Your Honors. The suspension of Chief Purissimo must be accorded due respect and not be restrained by any TRO. This will assure the people that the wheels of justice are put in place and no government official must be exempted from this thrust. Therefore, it is not beneficial for the Court of Appeals to issue the TRO. If there are no further questions, I am now prepared for interpellation.
Ayes, 2 minutes to cross-examine Carl.
Let us clarify this debate by looking at the proper facts. Are you aware that PNP entered the WareFast contract in 2011?
Yes, I agree.
Are you aware that in 2011, Purissima is only a chief of NCR with limited jurisdiction NCR?
I agree.
You agree, thank you. Are you aware that Purissima only entered PNP chief in 2012?
Yes.
Way before the contract was entered
Yes.
into. Thank you. Now, are you aware that the MOA 2013 you're talking about does not accredit WareFast because nowhere in that document indicates
So why
the
do we
name
talk
of
about the
WareFast?
memorandum of agreement in the first place? That was the basis of the ombudsman.
Thank you. We're talking about his signature on a document
So
which
that's
says that
why
he
we-
agrees with the use of a system that centralizes the delivery of particular licenses, not the accreditation of a false or
His
even
approval
a
of the
suspicious
memorandum
company.
of agreement
Thank
together
you.
with the preventive.
Sorry, no questions during the cross-examination.
Mr. Speaker, is friendship enough basis of a guilt in corruption?
No.
Exactly. Have you read the complaints against Purissima?
Yes.
Have we read, therefore, that the only connection of Purissima at the time of entering the contract is his alleged friendship to some of the incorporators? Do you
No,
agree that
Purissima-
is the content
no,
of
the
the
issue in
complaint?
this case,
Do you agree,
Ms.
Mr.
Speaker,
Speaker?
that
Do you
he
agree?
signed the
I will take
contract
that
as
a
PNP
yes.
General. He
Thank you. Do
approved
you
the
know
contract
when the
as
contract was
PNP.
terminated? Do you know when the contract was terminated?
Because he was
2014.
already being
Who-
investigated.
The
He was being
complaint was
retracted,
entered
Your
into
Honors.
by the private complainant on April. The contract was terminated by him in March. Meaning,
That's why-
Mr. Chair,
that's why
that
there is a
meaning,
question of
Mr.
his
Chair,
integrity.
meaning, Mr. Chair, that the complaint was filed after he's terminated the contract upon
That's why he
investigation.
retracted it
Upon
because it was already
investigation. Do you think that as a PNP chief, you have to look at every single detail of your subordinates?
Yes, especially
And
if you
there
are
is-
being
Break it up,
appointed by the
guys.
President.
It's time now for the third affirmative speaker, Leo. Leo, you have 4 minutes to argue the practicability of the proposition to temporarily halt the suspension of the embattled PNP chief.
Your Honors, ladies and gentlemen, affirmative recognizes that we are going against the tide of public opinion in this debate. However, if we truly want to stay faithful to the dictates of the Constitution, we should hold public officials, just like Director General Purissima, accountable in a way that upholds fairness and justice. And that is exactly what affirmative is fighting for in this debate, not for the interest of one man, but for the basic ideals of fairness and justice. Your Honors, just a quick rebuttal. The negative side has told us about a series of cases which recognizes the Ombudsman's discretionary power on determining the strength of the evidence of guilt. However, Your Honors, we say that negative side is not aware of recent jurisprudence because a case in 2014, Ombudsman versus Kapulong, clearly stated that the Supreme Court and the CAA, and the courts for that matter, can overturn the decision of an ombudsman if there is no patent or palpable evidence against the accused. And that is why we say that because of the lack of strong evidence, Section 24 of the Ombudsman Act, which says that strong evidence of guilt is required, is a prerequisite for a suspension order. The preventive suspension against Purissima is clearly invalid, is contrary to law. In strengthening affirmative stance, I will argue that first, issuing a preventive suspension order founded on spurious evidence weakens the very institutions of government, and that second, denying a department head the right to rely on good faith on the acts of his subordinates, as granted by jurisprudence, results to gross inefficiency in the bureaucracy. Your Honors, as to my first argument, preventively suspending public officers based on mere guesswork, Your Honors,